Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today is Tracy's Tuesday Tips, and I wanted to just take a little bit of personal time with you and share all my personal favorite websites. These websites I've been accumulating for years that I've been in business. I find them, numerous different places, sometimes from books, sometimes from friends, sometimes from my Facebook community, and these are the top 15 websites that I absolutely love and I absolutely use all the time. So I thought that it might be really helpful that maybe you could use a couple of them in your business that you hadn't heard of or you didn't know about. So maybe not all of these will be wonderful for you, but I'm hoping that it'll give you a few ideas for some great websites that have been really helpful to me, and I hope they help you out just as much. So these are the top 15 websites that I use in my Amazon and eBay, with my blogging and my website, with my business and my marketing, and also the fourth thing with my social media. And I'm just going to show you on my website, on my computer, kind of over my shoulder, so that you can just kind of get an idea of the location of it, what it looks like, and then you can explore it on your own. Okay, so here we are on my personal computer, and I'm going to start with the eBay and Amazon category. I try to think of websites that I really utilized that I thought maybe you hadn't heard of yet, and one of those is merchantwords.com, and this one is not free. If you use Skip McGrath's coupon code, I think it comes to $9 a month. So you might want to consider, really research this before you dive into it. But basically what this site does is they collect the top 20 million search phrases that Amazon visitors use every day, and they help you utilize those search phrases and keywords and the search volumes, all of this to help you make the best Amazon and eBay listings that you can. You have a lot of search phrases, you know what people are looking for, you can add those as your keywords in your listings, you get a lot more traffic, you sell a lot more items. That's kind of what the gist of this is. The second one that I use is CamelCamel. This is free, and if you're not using this, I really encourage you to do so, because this gives Amazon price history charts. It gives so much information. You can just spend all day researching this. We might have to do a separate video just on CamelCamel, because you really should be using this with your Amazon. So that is the second one. The third one, which I talk about a lot on my, I have to find it here. Here we go. On my Facebook Amazon 360 group is List, Label, and Ship. If you have a Dymo printer or if you have a Zebra printer, this is really helpful, because sometimes a lot of people have trouble, with figuring out their printers and Amazon and getting those labels out. This does have a fee. It's $5 a month. And by the way, I'm not affiliated with any of these groups, so I'm not telling you this because I'm getting any kind of kickback, because I'm not. These are just things that I use. But this is a great service. I would highly recommend it to anyone, but especially if you're using a Dymo and printer. Okay, the next one is Alibaba, and you have heard me talk about this one in other videos. Also, just for any kind of bulk, wholesale, private label, venture, even supplies to a certain point if you want like a huge amount. But Alibaba is something that you should consider and look at if you are into that type of thing for your eBay and Amazon. All right, so that's that category. The next category we're going to be talking about is blogging and websites, and we're going to start over here with Shutterstock. This is shutterstock.com, and you can really search any picture that you want. Like I can just hit desk and enter that in and look for pictures of desk, and then a bunch of them are going to come up here. I can scroll and I will just find just about anything under the sun, and normally just pages and pages and pages of photographs. And where this comes in handy is when you're a blogger or on your website. Okay, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my website. I wasn't going to do this. This is where Shutterstock comes in handy. So this photo right here and this photo right here are both Shutterstock photos. So you can use them in your website development. You can also use them as, blogging interest photos. And what you're able to do is you have to purchase these photos, and they're pretty pricey, but they're really high quality. And I absolutely love them. I'm just selective with the ones I choose because they are so expensive. But I was able to add my logo, onto this computer screen and onto this board to make it more like my logo. So I'm just kind of sharing this little secret with you because I haven't even shown my website to anybody. So I don't even know that I should be saying it, but I just want to show you that this is an example of how you can use Shutterstock and how it would be beneficial to you in your blogging and your website. All right, the second one you've heard me talk about as well, and this is Vistaprint.com. This is where you can get all of your business cards. You can get banners, stationery. I have pens, I have hats, I have shirts. I've, just kind of gone crazy with buying really cute stuff for Entrepreneur Girl. Actually, I'll just put you over here because there's one of them. That is a banner that I bought from Vistaprint, and so I can use that at any type of trade show or other event that I take it. It's just sitting on my wall right now, but I can take it with me, and it's high quality and plastic. And this is where I purchase all of my stuff. They're extremely inexpensive, and they always have promotions. So make sure you pay attention to their promos on their first page, and once you get on their mailing list, I get additional promos sent to me all the time. So I really love Vistaprint and I use it all the time. Another one is Shutterfly.com. A lot of people think this is great for personal pictures, which of course it is, and that's how I use it. I use it for my personal pictures, but I take a lot of miscellaneous photography because I love photography. I hope to actually add it to an income producing stream at some point. But for right now, what I'm using Shutterfly for is I can create a folder of work related pictures. So I take pictures of random things like this weekend I flew to Georgia. I took pictures of the Delta plane, but I can use those in my blog posts. I can use those on my website. So I'm always kind of looking around my environment for pictures that I might be able to use as a, kind of a topic attention getter for something that I might be writing about. And Shutterfly comes in handy to store all of your pictures online. It's a free thing, so if you're not using it, you might want to check into it because I think it would be helpful to you. Okay, 5rr.com. Some wonderful Facebook people told me about this, and I've used it ever since. These people, you can get just about anything done for $5. No lie, $5. You can get logos, you can get online marketing, writing, video animation, music, audio. If you have a YouTube channel, you can get intros done. Everything from this channel for $5. Now there's a lot of add-on fees, so you can, just add on as much as you want and it wouldn't be $5 anymore. And, I chose to do my own logo, but I did go through 5RR to get some ideas. So for $5, I mean, come on. So this is like great. Check out 5RR if you haven't already. It's really great for blogging and websites. And the next one, of course, is WordPress. If you are going to be starting some kind of website or blog and you want to be taken seriously, really you need to be on WordPress. WordPress is where it's at. It's harder to understand. My frustration with WordPress. I actually had to hire it out. I cannot understand this at all. But if you want to have numerous pages, you really want to be able to customize your website. If you really want it to be spot on and done right, you need to go to WordPress. All right, so now moving on to the category of business and marketing. Legalzoom was also brought to my attention from one of my Facebook Amazon 360 people, so I love her for that. And this has been terrific. This is an inexpensive way to get your LLC done. It's basically online attorneys, and they're less expensive than you trying to find an attorney locally, and they're very reputable. So a lot of people use them and they're really happy. I've been really happy, so I thought I'd tell you about them as well. Kind of along the same lines. is elance.com, and this is where you get into like your virtual assistants. And I've opted to not hire physical people to come to a physical location because my whole plan is to be a backpack entrepreneur, right? So I like the idea of having everything online, including my staff. So Elance, that's where they come in, and you can specify projects, you can specify what type of person you want, like knowing English extremely well is important to me because I have a lot of writing type stuff to do. And so you can specify all of that. You can specify how much you want to pay, and then you can find people that fit that. So Elance is great if you haven't checked them out. One thing I'm really excited about, and I've talked about it before, well, actually, it's this one, but this is Google Trends, and I use this all the time. You can click on this little button over here and click on Explore, and you can kind of figure out like what are people interested in right now. And just to show you, I'm gonna enter in eBay, and this is the eBay line, right? It's pretty far up there, but look what happens when I add Amazon FBA. Now, if you hit Amazon, it could be the Amazon River, you know, you have to be mindful of what you're typing in, but Amazon FBA is way down here compared to eBay. I thought that was interesting. And there's a lot of, dynamics that go into that. I just wanted to show you for comparison purposes, this is how it kind of works. And if I want to find out what people are interested in for my website, I can really use this tool in so many ways. So this is google.com/trends, and it's fun to play with if nothing else. So you should go and check that out. Google also has another tool that I use for business and marketing, and this is Google Analytics. This talks to you about if you link your website to it, or I link, my YouTube channel's linked to it, anything that you have going online, link to this, and it will tell you who's watching you, what is your audience, how engaged are they. It gives you a lot of really useful information that you can utilize to grow your business. So now my last category is social media, and I'm not going to dive too deep into that, but a couple sites that I wanted to show you. Hootsuite.com is like today's Tuesday, right? So I might have all day Tuesday with nothing to do. I can, sit and work on all my social media accounts. I can make 20, Twitter posts. I can make all kinds of YouTube videos. I can just do all kinds of things, but I can't post them all today. So what this does is it enables me to launch several campaigns around several channels and schedule them in advance. So I can do a lot of work today, but then I can schedule them so they just kind of trickle out when I need them to trickle out, and that helps a lot. It's just a really great social media kind of a manager, and if you're doing social media, you might want to check that out. The last one I'm going to talk about with social media is bit.ly.com. And what I really like about this is, especially if you are a blogger, instead of having some really big long title, or like on my YouTube videos, it's a HVC6, instead of all that stuff, it really simplifies your title to something that people can remember, they can share, they can tweet easier, and you get a lot more traffic because it's just more more user-friendly, I guess. So I can title it anything I want. I can title it, with just a word that everybody understands, like printers. It doesn't have to be some really long code. So that's not all that it does. It also talks a lot about audience engagement and different things, but that was one thing that, I use a lot. I hope these websites were really useful for you, and if they were, please like below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Every Tuesday I come out with the Tracy's Tuesday tips, and then throughout the week I try to come out with different videos with our beginner series, intermediate series, taking you to different stores and showing you how I source for inventory. Plus, June is going to be huge for Entrepreneur Girl. I have so many things that I am excited to tell you about, but I can't tell you about it yet because it's a little premature. But most of you know I'm going to be doing my website launch this month in June, and I'm super psyched about that. And with that comes a lot of things that I'm just really excited to share with you and that I hope will be really useful for the community. So thanks guys, I appreciate all your love and support. Please comment below and I'll talk to you later. Bye.